Hello guys, and welcome back to our channel. We are Claudia and Abbey.
Welcome.
And we are bringing you another food tour, but this time we are in Jasper, Alberta. And we haven't been here in like 10 years. So we're like so excited to be here and bring you guys the food scene here because it's like mountains. There's like a lot of barbecue, you know, all the good stuff. So
lots of local stuff too, right? So stuff you guys can only find here in Jasper. And we definitely did the same thing in Banff, and we had an amazing time with all the local restaurants there. We'll link it down below for you guys. So if you haven't checked that out yet, make sure you go check that out. But Jasper is just going to be a whole different ballgame, so we're really excited.
Yes, and before we go any further, make sure that if you haven't subscribed to our channel, make sure that you hit that red button because we give you weekly videos every Thursday with all of our travel stuff, so make sure you guys stay tuned. So these are our appetizers, and I just want to make a quick note because Daryl, the owner of this restaurant, opened this just for us because they don't actually open until 5 p.m. So we are so honored because we are going to be heading out of Jasper. So he opened it, and this is like a completely private experience so that we can showcase this to all of you. So just wanted to give him a huge shout out for coming in on a Sunday and doing this for us. The first dish that we're going to be trying is their famous kale salad, and they actually have like puffed wild rice, some pumpkin seeds, and it has apples and burrata cheese and just a sherry vinaigrette, so it looks super delicious and kind of refreshing and a light starter. And then over here, this is actually not on their menu yet, so it's super exciting that we get to be one of the first people to try it. And it is a vegetarian flatbread, so it has also burrata cheese because he was telling us he's super passionate about that ingredient right now. And then it is covered with truffle oil, and it is a 4-cheese flatbread, so super yummy, kind of two different, like a carby and a salad to kind of start our meal. I seriously just missed like my first reaction to eating the salad. But honestly, like, I am mind blown. Like, the salad is incredible, and I never order salads when I go to a restaurant because I just feel like I want to try, I don't know, I just feel like restaurants aren't really known for their salads usually, but this is something that has me completely mind blown, and I have had some pretty good salads. But it's a combination of the freshness of the burrata cheese, the sweetness of the vinaigrette and the fruit in it. It is absolutely incredible, and the wild rice almost tastes like candy as well. Like, it is so good.
So the next few things we're actually going to be trying are some cocktails as well as an entree. And so when we first asked the owner about cocktails, he said that the martinis are actually really popular here, but he wanted to give us a different flavor profile in terms of cocktails. So we're actually going to be trying one of their old fashions as well as a drink called La Lumiere. And so basically what this is it's actually a gin-based drink, and then it has elderflower in it as well as lime bitter, so a little bit more along those citrus notes. And then for entrees, we're actually going to be trying their vegan dragon bowl. And so with this, you have like tri-colored quinoa, you have an almond pesto, pieces of turnip. They have these things that they're literally called they're like melting sweet potatoes. So like the idea is that they're literally cooked so softly that they melt in your mouth, which is incredible. Sauce wise, we're looking at like a yellow curry type sauce, and then again topped with some more of that puffed wild rice to just add like a little bit of a crunch, different texture to the dish.
We have just been introduced to their gourmet banana split, and it's actually better than it sounds because hear this. So it's banana cheesecake wrapped in a tortilla that is fried, and then it's like churro style, so it's like covered in cinnamon sugar, and then it has ice cream and whipped cream, and it's drizzled in a whiskey caramel sauce. We haven't tried it yet, but guys, the smell and just the description of this, and based on how good the food is, this is probably going to be amazing. moment we've all been waiting for is to go on this ice walk in the Maligne Canyon. But first, we just need some energy. We're here at the kitchen that they have here at Maligne Canyon. So it is so beautiful. Like, I am in love with this like couch setup on the one side rather than a booth. And it is super bright. There's so many windows, so like looking out at the pine and the snow and the mountains, it's really beautiful. So we're excited to try the food. We have some really good things and we're all pretty hungry.
Okay guys, so the food just came out and it looks absolutely incredible. We cannot wait to dig in. So Claudia's actually going to try their spicy chicken sandwich, which is this guy right here. And then you have a bunch of different options for sides, but of course she went mac and cheese because like you literally cannot go wrong with mac and cheese. It looks absolutely delicious. And then I actually got their vegetarian option, which is I believe the vegetarian portobello, so it's a whole bunch of different veggies. And then I actually opted for their acorn squash soup. So everything looks really flavorful.
So we just finished our meal here and we're actually a bit pressed for time because our tour is about to get started. So Abby went ahead and went to the car to pick something up, and I just wanted to give this place an awesome review because the food was so good. So down to the soup, Abby like devoured that. She told me how amazing it was. She loved her sandwich, and I really can't say enough about this chicken sandwich that I had. It was so sweet and so well seasoned. Like, it definitely didn't lack flavor, and just the mac and cheese on the side was delish, and the portions were quite large, so we couldn't finish everything that we had on our plate, but we definitely would come back here in a heartbeat. Okay, so we are ready for dinner. We just did that massive hike, so make sure you go check out our Maligne Canyon video. We'll link it down below. We'll also put it in the link up here. But we are starving, so we are going to go have dinner at Downstream, which is like pub style food, which we love. It's Saturday night, so let's go eat. So our appetizer tonight is going to be a pretzel loaf, which is interesting all in itself because usually when you go to pubs, they give you just like a warm, soft pretzel. And what is also interesting about this loaf is that it comes with a peach butter. And to quote the owner, he said that Guy Fieri absolutely loves this butter, and we're super excited because that's some pretty high standards right there. And then they also serve it with a side of olive oil and balsamic. Look at this like piece of lasagna. I am so excited. It is massive. I don't know if I can eat the whole thing, but they claim to have the best lasagna in all of Jasper, and interestingly enough, it's actually vegetarian. So I thought I would try it. It has spinach, sweet potato, which is like a total curveball, and just like cheese, comes with like a little piece of garlic bread. So I will let you know how it goes. So I was super impressed, guys. As you know, we like to eat kind of vegetarian, but we still eat chicken, seafood, kind of mix it up for you guys, give you a good variety. But I love to eat vegetarian. And they had a really good selection of vegetarian sandwiches, starters, whatever kind of things that you could do for your options. So I actually went with a dish called the Legendary Samba. And this was listed as like apparently like the best thing like for carnivores, like trying vegetarian food. So I was like sold, gotta try it. So basically it comes with tofu, bell peppers, got mozzarella, spicy sauce on top, and it's all served with a pretzel pie. Typically comes with fries, but I decided to opt it out for one of their salads. So you guys already know that we cannot leave a meal without eating dessert, because that's just the kind of people that we are. So here we are actually trying their chocolate brownie, and it comes with ice cream, and he actually recommended us to get a stout ice cream, which they make in-house with local brews. So a little bit of Jasper on top of chocolate. So we're gonna head out now. We are stuffed, you guys. The portions were actually really like a decent size, very generous.
Yeah.
I have to say that like my personal favorite was the pretzel loaf that we had at the beginning, and the brownie. Like guys, the brownie was to die for. Definitely get it with the stout ice cream. I found that it didn't have like a really strong taste. It just complemented the brownie really well. It was really, really good. And like the lasagna was really, really good as well. You really can't go wrong when ordering that if you want to go for a vegetarian option.
I absolutely loved the pretzel loaf. That had to be my favorite thing that we got.
Good.
It was
the peach butter.
so soft.
Yeah.
And the peach butter was so unique. So like I just like, regardless of whatever you do when you're here, like get that. It was totally mind blowing.
Yeah.
And my sandwich, I was super impressed with like how much food I got, which was really nice because sometimes vegetarian dishes can still leave you a little bit hungry because they're not necessarily as filling as a meat dish. So they definitely balanced it out. We're providing with a ton of different veggies and like massive pieces of tofu on it. So I loved it. I would come back. Here on our food tour in Jasper. We actually brought you guys to a place called Evil Dave's, and the doors actually when you walk in say wicked food. I'm assuming because it's going to be wicked good food, so we're really excited to try everything out. This is a place that's actually been here in Jasper for a while, so it's pretty well established. Definitely has a really good ambiance and a ton of selection on the menu. So we're actually going to be starting with 2 different cocktails today, which a lot of their cocktails they actually source the liquor and other produce locally, or at least within Canada as much as they can, which is super cool. So we're going to be starting with the 2 Northern Lights, which is like a super beautiful cocktail. It's got some vodka, cranberry juice, and San Pellegrino. And then we also have their Moscow Mule, which they actually make now with like a Moscow Mule syrup that is sourced locally, I believe, from around that area. So, cheers! Okay guys, so we have decided that Claudia is not actually eating anymore because she went ahead and ate one of our little crostinis on our spicy bruschetta before we could even do anything. She was so hungry. Sorry guys. No, but seriously, she said it was absolutely incredible, so I'm super excited to try it. We just wanted to share with you guys real quick. Basically, you're looking at, like I said, their spicy bruschetta, which is topped with like a tomato salsa, obviously, goat cheese, just drizzled with the balsamic reduction. And then here we also have their daily bread. And so with this one, you can actually get green onion cakes or naan bread. So with the green onion cakes, our waitress actually told us that apparently they're invented in Edmonton. We cannot, what's it called? Like, make sure this is false or true. We literally have no idea. So we're just going to leave it up to you guys to Google that one, see where green onion cakes actually originated from. You can comment down below and let us know. We'll actually comment back and let you guys know if you were correct. Alright friends, so we are going to eat our entrees now, and what I have ordered is their El Diablo dish. So it is basically chicken with chipotle coconut sauce with some rice, corn, and beans, and some amazing tortilla chips here. And then Abby's entree, what she's going to be trying is the Wicked Tuna dish, which is medium rare tuna steaks in a soy glaze with a broccoli salad that comes with a mango vinaigrette. So it should be super refreshing. 2 totally different dishes with totally different ethnicities blended into them. So we're super excited to try both of these dishes. Okay guys, top 2 dishes that you actually need to try when you come to Evil Dave's. First one for me is going to be their spicy bruschetta, mainly because I thought it was a really cool twist on just like a typical bruschetta with, you know, your tomatoes and matzah and on a crostini, right? I really like that they added the spice, and then I really like that they topped it with a goat cheese, which is a little bit different than just like a typical mozzarella or something of the sort. So really, really recommend those. Also, guys, I cannot rave enough about the tuna dish.
dish that I had. It was so incredible, and I thought it was gonna come like as like portion, you know, like my quinoa's over here, my broccoli salad's here, my tuna's here, and I loved how they presented it, that they put everything together. And sometimes when you mix things, you know, you get like a flavor mash and it's a disaster. This was actually so incredibly good. Like the mango topping on the broccoli complemented the quinoa, which complemented like the soy, which was the glaze that was like all on the plate, as well as on the tuna. And the tuna was cooked so well. You can order it as you choose. I chose to order mine medium rare because that's what they recommended. And absolutely no regrets with this dish. You legitimately cannot go wrong. So that's my thoughts.
Lastly, we can't leave the dessert out because you guys, that maple apple cake was so good. And usually I don't order apple pies because I don't like the apple chunks in my dessert, funny enough. So I don't know if any of you relate to that out there. If you do, let me know down in the comments so that I know I'm not alone. But this was actually no apple chunks, but full of apple flavor, and it had the good stuff like cinnamon, nutmeg, I don't know, the spices that are so good about apple pie. And it came in this warm, like super moist cake topped with ice cream, and it was incredible. And also I have to give a shout out to their vanilla cheesecake because it was so good. It tastes slightly different than a regular vanilla cheesecake. I don't know, call it magic that they do to their cheesecake, but it was so good. And I love the toasted almond on top. So highly recommend those two desserts, whichever one you think you would like more.
All right. Okay, guys.
So next stop is actually breakfast because it is 9 o'clock in the morning. We got up early today before we head out. So we wanted to check out this super adorable place. So it's called Walter's.
How incredible it is.
It's so cute, you guys.
It's actually located in the Sawridge here in Jasper, so it's like one of the first hotels that you hit when you come into like main downtown Jasper.
Literally the first hotel.
Like
we're
just
not
like
joking.
Stop here and just like eat. You could stay if you want, and then just like continue on with whatever adventure you're doing. But anywho, yeah, this place is super cute. Like Claudia said, we're gonna go eat breakfast. They have like a really cool menu, kind of a bunch of different options.
And what's cool is that you can choose between the buffet or like an order menu. So we opted for the order menu, and we're gonna surprise you guys to see what we order. So my food just got here, and I ordered the Diablo eggs Benedict, which I love getting eggs Benny for breakfast. So basically it comes with roasted tomato, guac, so it's like a Mexican infusion into an eggs Benny, and then it comes with a side of roasted potatoes that looks so good, and just a little small bowl of fruit.
Okay guys, so I always struggle when I'm getting breakfast because it is my favorite meal of the day, breakfast, lunch, or whatever. I always eat breakfast. But I always struggle between doing savory or sweet. Usually sweet wins, and it's usually French toast. So I'm super excited to try out their French toast. It's basically like banana bread base, and then there's caramelized bananas, walnuts, and then it also comes with a side of maple syrup. So definitely a little bit on the sweeter side if you are looking for something for like to fill that sweet tooth craving, but you can't really go wrong with banana bread.
Alright, so the eggs Benny were really, really good. I really like their spin on the dish with not the traditional hollandaise sauce. It was like tomato based. It was really unique. The potatoes were like crispy on the outside, soft on the inside. So a really good dish if you want to try something different on the savory side for breakfast.
So you already know that I like sweet stuff for breakfast, and actually Claudia was craving sweet stuff this morning too, so it like worked out perfect that we got to try their French toast. And just a little pro tip, I didn't even know this, maybe it's because I didn't read the menu, but there's actually like a line of Nutella underneath the French toast. So it's like you're eating it, and then you get the surprise of chocolate, which is just like incredible. But like, guys, I would go so far as to say that this was the best French toast I have like ever had in my entire life, which is like big statements. But like seriously, like I was so impressed. I will now forever make my French toast with banana bread because I really believe that it was a game changer, and it totally just made this dish exactly what it is.